Question. So everything else is in numerical order, all organized, put together. But my real thing is, why aren't the months in alphabetical order? This is what they don't teach you in school. Free thinking. I need answers immediately. Welcome back to the YouTube channel, guys. Thank you guys so much for coming back. So happy New Year. It's a 2020.
So what are your goals?
What are my goals? Really just to stay alive, I guess.
You finally gonna start that business?
Business? I need the PPP loan, so they not gonna.
This is the year we become a financial guru. Cue the book
Cue
in
the book.
podcast.
In the I actually have a podcast. It's just a.
Write that down. Write that down.
Write that down. We just started the video. What are you? No, but in all seriousness, guys, we made it through another year, okay? 2021. It was, we laughed, we cried. We lit some things on fire. We cried even a little bit more. And now we are here yet again for another 365 days. I'm weary. So I already know we have our presentations, we have our essays, we have every single Instagram story outline that you can find on Pinterest. Ready to go, okay? And I'm here for it for the self-growth. I'm here for new year, new me, manifestation, transformation, cutting things off. And I need some of y'all to seek consultation because the problem is you. Therapy? Just asking for a friend. You are the friend. And as much as I'm here for the Kickstarter to slay the monster that is life, there is one little problem that we need to talk about. An elephant in the room, per se. She's been there for a while. And I'm not talking about people not using their turning signals. No. I'm talking about anxiety. Anxiety to me personally, it's like when a bird poops on your window, okay? It's unexpected. It's disrespectful. It stinks. And it will always stay there. It stays there for a while. It permeates the room. She's there, rain or shine, when it's hot, when it's cold, when it's light outside, when it's dark outside. You will just always see her. She may not be always up close, but she's just always present in the room. She's like a fart that kind of lingers, and it takes a while. I will say that I'm very grateful the way that mental health is now being portrayed out in society. It's being celebrated. Everybody is talking openly. They're talking freely. People are sharing their stories and experiences. I know way back in the day, mental health was just it was non-existent. It was you have problems. What are you talking about? It was either a secret society that very few people knew about, or it would be over characterized and dramatized. You're talking about somebody's going to break in your house and stab you with a piece of glass over a slice of bread. I think when most people think about anxiety, they think people are having a full-on panic attack, sweating, screaming out into the void, when really it's you sitting on the ground, screaming, but on the inside, and your brain is running over 1,000 scenarios at the same time, over and over again, over the most smallest, minute thing you could ever think about. It could be you in a store and you're bumping into somebody and they say something, you think they talking about you. Or it can be to an extreme where you will sit down and think about how you may have switched careers or even done something completely different in your life and how it might ruin your life. Anxiety truly comes in all shapes, forms, and sizes. It does not discriminate against nobody. And the spectrum, it's very wide. It's very different for many people. They take it in for a lot of people. For some people, it's a small case. For other people, it's a huge, humongous case. It really just depends on who you are as a person, what you have dealt with, and what you have faced with as problems. Bringing in the new year, new me can be triggering because you don't want the old you to tell you, I told you so.
Told you so.
Where did you come from? I'm recording.
I'm you. Well, I told you.
Right, okay. So you're just gonna sit there and eat the cereal. Do you pour the milk in first or the cereal first?
Well, what would you do since, I'm you?
Well, I do the cereal first because I'm not a serial killer.
Hey, yo, you got jokes, man. That's that self-love I'm seeing. That's because we finally do that. That's how that works, because you evolution or whatnot.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I try to be funny,
Hey, yo, you good though? Because I'm tired of the crying in the dark type mess, you know? I'm tired of that. I be tired, man. I got work in the morning.
We're feeling good. We're doing good.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Resolutions, starting new things, or even cutting off old things, it really shakes the table. In theory, it sounds like a great idea. But then when you put action behind it, it's hard. It's like hard, like geometry, trigonometry type hard. And when you think about it, it's like, I don't know about this one, chief. And then you start doing the favorite cocktail that everybody loves doing occasionally, or sometimes all the time. It's procrastination and suppression. And it's a dark road. One thing that I have taken into account for with me and my anxiety is to learn how to take things in small bites. I was watching this interview regarding a Navy SEAL, and he was talking about the mentality that he had to go through doing SEAL and Black Ops training when he was in the service. And the number one thing that really stuck out with me in this interview is that he said, I took things in small bites. So for him, he was at basic training. I'm not in the service, but I believe that, you know, they probably did like 12 or stay up for like almost 12 to 16 hours. But he said that he took his day into small bites regarding Hell Week and the training that they have to do, where you essentially get no sleep, you barely get any food, you just get no rest to train yourself to be in extreme circumstances. And he said that as long as he made it to his next meal, and if he made it over after one exercise or course, he knew that he could get through the day. And what I really took with that is that anxiety, it makes you feel like you're drowning. It makes you feel like you're having a heart attack without actually having a heart attack. It will kind of entrap you in this mindset of fear that you can't get anything done because you're so afraid of failure, whether that's failing yourself or failing others. And it just stops you from kind of looking at what steps you can take to accomplish the bigger picture. I think, you know, taking small bites is kind of like this. It's like, if you can sit, you can stand. And if you can stand, you can walk. And if you can walk, you can run. I also believe that with anxiety, it makes you look at progress like it's a life or death situation. And in many situations, not everything is black and white. I know that like the way that the mentality is now, it's like you gotta go hard 100%, okay? No sleep, can barely eat. If you're sitting, you're not doing anything. Rest, that's for the weak. You sleep when you die. And it has really pushed people into this mindset that they have to do things and accelerate it 24/7 all the damn time. And it's unrealistic and it's unhealthy. And I think that's what really triggers people into having anxiety attacks and going through this cycle of not wanting to do stuff because they don't think it will ever get done because of the anxious and the fear that you're either not good enough or that the goal is unattainable. And really, it's just about, you got to take your time. You really just have to sit down and focus on what you can do in the matter of today, whether that's doing something in an hour, finishing it for the week, or, you know, accomplishing something in the month, and really kind of celebrating the small wins and the small goals in life. I also believe that progress comes in many forms. You know, 1% is better than 0. And I know that sounds sus, but if you take it like a book, right? A book starts from jumbling a bunch of words together and constructing it into sentences and paragraphs and forming it into a draft. And you build that, and it eventually comes into a whole novel series. It can come into a whole anthropology series or a short story. And the success of something like a short story or a poem can have the same equal success as somebody who writes a novel series. It just all depends on your perspective and what you're trying to accomplish. Another thing that inspired me to make this video is that I recently got finished watching the documentary series behind the creation of Insecure. So Insecure is a TV show that is written and created by Issa Rae. It's a great series. It just got finished wrapping up its final season regarding season 5. And I think Issa Rae, as a content creator, she is amazing. I love it. And Insecure essentially is an inspiration, and the foundation behind it is from a web series that she did on YouTube years ago called The Misadventures of an Awkward Black Girl. And when she started that web series, she actually procrastinated 2 years prior because she didn't really think it was going to go anywhere. And it wasn't until one day that she like woke up and really kind of told herself to just do it. You know, no, she didn't have the best equipment. No, she didn't have a star-studded cast. But she decided to go on the faith of her own will that she had something, and kind of took what started as just the aesthetics of her real life and experiences that she went through growing up and put it on for laugh and giggles on the internet, really kind of folded and became into a hit comedy series. And I think her progression in life and her journey of something like that kind of shows that, you know, you can have anxiety about so many things that will turn out wrong. You will have anxiety about, well, I didn't do this right, and I can't do this because what if this happens? But sometimes you just have to play it out, really. You have to kind of sit down and kind of tell yourself that you can face the fear and that you can get over it. At the end of the day, when it comes to having anxiety about coming into the new year and trying to accomplish everything under the sun, my main advice for you, that is also to me, is to really take it one day at a time. Know that the bigger picture will come. You just have to put a small little piece every single day into what you're trying to build. I can't speak for other people's anxiety. I can only speak for mine and other people who I know, but I will say that you should be proud of yourself for even trying to attempt to do something. Whether, you know, you're trying to do 360, 180, 90-degree angle of becoming a new person, the fact that you have the will and the effort in the mind to do it is enough. This is just a path of encouragement for anybody who's out there struggling. 2022, I know everybody says it's my year, and it can be your year, but it also can just be your year if you just get through the year and accomplish one thing. You don't have to accomplish 100 things. I feel like the only human out there that literally could just do everything and accomplish anything is Jeff Bezos. And that's because he's bald and he has so much money, and you profit off the backs of other people that you really have nothing else to do. So, well, you know, that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Take this away with what you will. Share it with other people, you know, reflect. I don't know. I just want people to feel good for this year. It's, you know, we're still in Pandology, Pandora's box. And the least I want people to do is just, you know, feel good about themselves in some type of way. Attack something. I don't know. At the end of the day, love yourself, improve on yourself in the best way that you can, in whatever which way that you can do. It doesn't even matter. It's, as long as it makes you happy, it don't have to make sense to nobody else, okay? A piece of advice that is really enriching me. It's growth. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.